Good morning, world. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I have a mandate from God to bring about the greatest prosperity period in the history of this world by creating a million millionaires. My topic today, people, is how to take massive action. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. To go from where you are to where you're going, regardless of what you know or what you learn, it's always the application of knowledge that actually yield the result that you're looking for. So in other words, you must take action on a consistent basis, right? I always give the example about the fact that if you're going from where you are to where you're going, it's going to be a series of steps that you have to take to physically get there. You know what I'm saying? To evolve, to become the new you. You know what I'm saying? It's like in your mind, it's like you have the vision of who you are and what you're doing. But in order for you to manifest that physically in your life by being it, is that you have to take a series of actions consistently over time. And I say consistently because we're creatures of habit, and the only way you create habits is that you have to take consistent action that you do on a daily basis. The things you do on a daily basis, those are your habits, people. So understanding that, it means that, okay, you need to figure out what are the actions that you need to take, and that creates not only your habit, but it also creates your daily routine. Your daily routine is a series of habits that you do on a consistent basis. And again, that's what yields the result that you're looking for. So with that being said, how do you take massive action? Well, first of all, I think you need to be very clear. I think you need to be very clear about, of course, where you're going. That's a given, right? And then you have to be specific about, okay, even if you don't know all the actions that you need to take to get you where you need to be, you at least need to figure out, okay, what are the next series of actions you need to take? It's like, I'll give you some real life example. Let's just say, for example, you wanted to become a nurse, RN or LPN, right? So you can make, whatever you're trying to make money wise. Then the first thing, number one, is like, what's the first step? Okay, well, first of all, you need to figure out, how you're going to get the schooling that you need so that you can qualify to get the certificate that's going to be the equivalent showing that you completed all the knowledge that are necessary to be that LPN, right? So you got to figure out what school, what classes, all that stuff. So those are the actions that you would take right now. And as you get going with that, then the other actions will reveal themselves. See, one thing I learned, people, about goals is that, or the things you're working towards, is that you don't necessarily have to know how to get there. Most of the time, you're not going to know how to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's facts. If you got a big enough goal, if you knew exactly what to do and how to do it, then you would have already accomplished that goal. So be okay with not knowing everything, So once, again, you figure out what the next step are, then the key above everything, people, is not just ideas, but implementation of the actions that you need to take. So once you figure out what you need to do, you need to basically do it, And the quicker you take action and the more actions you take on a more consistent basis, is the quicker you actually materialize or manifest the things that you're working towards. So I want you to apply that to pretty much anything, any area of your life, not just financial wise. You could do that in relationships. What do you want your relationship to look like? You know what I'm saying? Not just with your significant other, but what about your kids or siblings or parents? Those are all goals that you can have. I mean, at the end of the day, the objective is to create an amazing life. And an amazing life to me is not just a one-trick pony. It's really across the board, man. It's like all the areas of your life. You have to be growing and developing in all those areas, if you want to really experience what you're asking for, which is your amazing life on this earth, Obviously, every day that goes by, I work on coming up with always more and more practical things that you can use, because I'm understanding also the whole goal of this is to really impart the information that I'm learning and figuring out so that you can utilize this and manifest the things you want in your life. So today, again, the topic is how to take massive action. Again, repeat. Figure out where it is that you're going. Figure out as much of the steps you need to take, especially the steps that you need to take right now. That way, you're not tripping over trying to worry about everything. Like, just focus on what you can control, people. At least you know the next step. Do the next step. While you're doing the next step, always be thinking, what's next, what's next, what's next? Because the next step will always reveal itself, especially as you seek it. Anything you seek, you will find, people. So I'm sharing with you right now to always be seeking the steps that are necessary to manifest the things you want in your life. That's the topic today. With that being said, people, listen, if you want to become a member of Heaven and Earth International so I can help you as well as my team members to transform your life, to creating your amazing life here on this earth, then become a member. Go to OtisTucker.com. It costs you nothing, people. What the heck you got to lose? Nothing. Okay? Besides that, man, I just pray that God watch over you and protect you from any harm or danger or any wills that's aimed towards you. I rebuke it in the spirit. I also pray that God will give you your purpose on this world, people, so that you know why you're here and what you're here to do. I believe personally that everybody under the sound of my voice is here for a purpose. A God-given purpose to help transform this world, to help change people's lives. I pray that the spirit inside you will guide you and help you figure out that what is your purpose here on this beautiful earth. With that being said, people, I pray also for abundance and blessings all over your life. I pray that the blessings will follow you wherever you go. I pray miracles and favor in the things that you do and pursue. With that being said, people, y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk tomorrow.